Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in another Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys the best settings to use if you guys are looking to build more smooth, or if you guys are looking to speed up your builds and build much quicker. I'm going to show you guys some of the best settings to do both, so definitely stay at the end of the video if you guys are looking to build more smooth or fast, because these settings are the very best and will really help you guys out if you are looking to build quicker or smoother here in Fortnite. And real quick, before I get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away 2,000 V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys would like to participate in the next giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload and when I announce the winners every Friday. And lastly, make sure you guys put down your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account down in the comment section below, and you guys will be automatically entered into the giveaway. And lastly, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do, go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in my creator code, which is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator in the item shop. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I want to be sharing with you guys some of the best settings to use if you guys are looking to build more fast, or if you guys are looking to build more smooth. So I want to share with you guys the best smooth setting to use first, and as well I want to share with you guys a really important tip that's going to help you build a lot more smooth and consistently in this game. So definitely stay for that tip because it's really important as well. So going into the settings that I have, so here you can see all the settings that I have for my smooth settings. My building sensitivity is going to be a 1.6. My editing sensitivity is going to be a 1.7. My horizontal speed is a 46%, with my look vertical speed at a 44%. So these are the settings that you guys want to use if you want to build a lot more smooth. And these are some of the best settings I've ever used as far as being very comfortable off the gate, because sometimes when you change your sensitivity, it can take a minute to get used to. But when I was on this sensitivity, it really felt like I was able to get used to it extremely quickly, and also it felt very smooth and easy to control, which is something that you really want to have if you are looking for smoother settings that you have a ton of control over. So, and then here's the bottom settings if you guys were curious, and just what I had if you wanted to copy. I don't have any look damping time, which I think is a great setting to have for aiming, but if you're just a creative warrior and just looking for just to build, I don't think you should have that setting on at all. So as you can see with the sensitivity, I'm able to build very smooth and also have a lot of control, which I think is one of the most important things to have when you are looking for a smooth sensitivity. It's just that sense of control. So when you are building, when you are going against other players, you're not really, you're not too slow, but at the same time, you're not out of control. So you're not able to control your builds, because if you want to be smooth, you have to have a lot of control over all of your movements and your crosshair. Otherwise, even if you are on a good smooth or good slow sensitivity, your builds are going to come off very sloppy. So even if you have a great sensitivity, if you are missing control, then it's going to come off really bad. So even with the sensitivity that I have, sometimes depending on the player, some of you guys may be able to play it on a little bit higher. Some of you guys might have to lower it a little bit as far as the sensitivity, so you don't feel out of control and your builds don't look sloppy. But all in all, I think the sensitivity is great. And one of the things I wanted to touch on is I had a slightly higher X over Y sensitivity. So I was on a 46% and a 44%. Now this was really important for a couple reasons, and I wanted to show you why I decided to make that change. So having a higher X sensitivity is going to allow you to turn left to right a little bit quicker. And the thing is, when it comes to smooth or slower sensitivities, a lot of the problems can be met when you're having to turn side to side. A lot of times you don't have too many issues when it comes to vertically placing, like looking up and down as far as your builds. A lot of it comes from not being able to turn around quickly, because when it comes to certain retakes, you're going to have to be able to build to your left and to your right a little bit faster, meaning that you want to play on just a little bit higher of an X sensitivity, so you have that a little bit extra additional speed when you are looking left to right, so you're able to keep up with your retake. And because quite frankly, if your sensitivity is too low, you're going to get stuck in a lot of situations in which if you don't have the perfect setup, you're not going to be able to do that retake. So having a little bit higher X sensitivity, I think, is a must-have. And one really important tip that I want to touch on, and it kind of goes hand in hand with not being able to turn fast enough. So one really important thing to keep in mind is when you're running up a ramp, if you're running the diagonal direction as I'm showing here, if you're running a diagonal, what's going to happen is it slows you down a little bit in the sense that the fastest way to run up a ramp is just to go straight up. But if you run at a diagonal, it's slightly slower than running just straight, meaning that if you run in a diagonal on certain retakes, it's going to provide a huge benefit because you're going to have a little bit more additional time to get off your builds and to get off of your edits versus if you just run straight. So yeah, it is a little bit slower, but it's a lot better than coming to a complete stop. So just keeping in mind, running in a diagonal direction could help you out a ton, and this could be true if you're going for, like, say, triple edits or just certain retakes where you have to have a little bit more time to get off that retake. Running in a diagonal direction is going to be the way to go. So next I want to talk about the best fast sensitivity to use, and my personal preference is to go to a little bit towards the faster side, just because in a lot of my games I faced like the most try-hard of players to ever play the game, so I feel like I need a little bit faster sensitivity when it comes to being able to build and edit. I think for creative, I would prefer a smoother sense, but just for my games that I play and the sweats that I play against, I think a faster sensitivity for me personally is going to be the way to go. So as far as the sensitivity that I have a 1.9x for my building, I have a 2.0x for my editing speed, with my horizontal at a 51% and then my vertical at a 49%. So again, with this sensitivity, I have a little bit higher of a horizontal over vertical, and that's just something that that's a really big preference for me. I have seen people play with a little bit higher of a vertical, which can be helpful in its own sense, being able to maybe go for a play where you jump off the side, you shoot up really quickly, and then you catch yourself with the floor. Different plays like that can be really beneficial playing on a higher vertical sensitivity. But generally speaking, I prefer to either have the same sensitivity or a little bit higher for my X or horizontal speed, and then same for editing. I prefer to have just a slightly higher editing over building sensitivity, and I think that works best. And then for the bomb sensitivities, if you guys want to copy it, same thing, I play on a 12% for my ADS, and I don't play with look dampening time on when I am trying to improve my builds and edits. I think look dampening time on is something you should have if you are looking to improve your accuracy from range, but if it just comes down to being a creative warrior, it's something that you probably don't want to have on because you're going to feel extremely smooth, and it's just going to feel as responsive as possible when you are building and editing. But if you are looking to improve your aim, that's something that you guys want to put on, which is for a whole nother video. But as far as the sensitivity, it's really great because I'm able to build quickly, as you guys are able to see, but I don't feel out of control at all. I feel like I'm very quick, I feel like I'm very responsive, and I don't feel like I'm having any trouble at all when it comes to being able to build quickly, and at the same time, I'm not being sloppy at all. I'm not misplacing a ton of builds. From time to time, I'll misplace a build or two, but that's just normal because you're not going to be able to build 100% perfectly every single time. But for the most part, I feel really consistent. As you can see, I'm able to be extremely consistent with all of my edits, whether that's on floor, my ramp, my cone, or my wall. Doesn't really matter. I feel very consistent overall with all of my edits, and I feel very comfortable and in control over my builds, which is something that you want to look for when choosing the right fast sensitivity. And when it comes to all the sensitivities that I show, these are just my suggestions. So if you want just a little bit higher of maybe an X and Y sensitivity, you can definitely raise it up a couple points. Maybe if you want a little bit lower, if it's just too quick, then you can raise it a couple points. But I feel like this is a good middle ground to try out. So make your adjustments according to how you feel. Maybe you want to have a little bit higher or lower. Just do it. Just make a couple adjustments based on how you feel of the sensitivity. But all in all, this is a really great sensitivity, and I highly recommend you guys try it out if you are looking to have the best fast sensitivity settings. But with that being said, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. If you guys could, make sure you guys do drop a like. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And as well, hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload. I do live stream every single day here on this channel at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So definitely come on my live streams if you guys haven't already. I play solos every single day on stream, and it's a ton of fun, and it's extremely funny. I'm just pretty much playing the entire stream, cracking jokes, things like that. So if you guys are interested, definitely check out my live streams. They are a ton of fun. But with that being said, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. And alright guys, I will see you next video.